Honk. It's all about the honk. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Everdotts. Welcome to a Tuesday stream. It is January 21st, 2020. It is just about 12:15 p.m. Eastern, just about on the dot. And I hope everyone is doing well and is looking forward to a stream today of this, Detroit Become Human, which is the Patreon-fueled chat-chosen game of the month. And again, for those of you who did not see the chat, or my Twitter, I should say, from earlier on today, because of scheduling conflicts, we had to reschedule Adventures in Middle-earth. It will be happening next week, and I should say that I have finished the epic poem for Amal. As I always try to do, she supported the Patreon last month, and so I completed her epic poem this month. I noticed that Coven Guy is in chat, and I will have his character background next month since he supported this month, I believe is what it was. I mean, he supports constantly, but you know what I'm saying. And so that will be to him very, very soon, and I'm looking forward to doing that. But anyway, I'll be reading out that epic poem for Amal next week. And I am excited for tonight because Detroit Become Human did win the Chat Chosen Game of the Month. Now, technically, normally this vote would have gone until this evening before I shut it down, and then I would have played next week. But I thought that since this was actually, everyone had had a week to be able to weigh in and vote on this, this ended up beating out Long Live the Queen and Lunar 2, which was the other options for today. And so Detroit Become Human is going to be the game that we're going to play today. And then I'll talk a little bit about schedule for the rest of the week. But before I get there, just a couple of reminders about ways to support the stream. If you haven't done so already, you gotta check in on this vote, man. It's been up there for a week, Dragon. It's been there. It's been there since last week. You've been in here since then. But let me remind everybody about ways to support the stream. If you haven't done so already, please follow the channel. Please check out the YouTube with !ArvTube, the Discord with !ArvCord, Twitter with !ArvTweets. Please make sure to do that so that we can spread the word far and wide to all the lovely people of the internets, not just Twitch related. !ArvCord and tweets and ArvTube for all of that stuff. And you can find my website about that at arvineleron.com, which also has my current schedule. I believe that updates every hour or so. Actually, Kilobyte would know. I think it pulls from my Google Calendar. I always update the Google Calendar, and then the website pulls from that. I don't know how often, but at least on a daily basis, it's up to date. So, the next morning when you check, it'll always be up to date in terms of what's coming up for the rest of the month. On the financial side, the biggest way that you can support us is by supporting us either in our merchandise area, our sub area, or our Patreon area, or hopefully all three. Merchandise is !Arv Shop, and that will allow you to get stuff for the Infinity and Beyond crew, which is currently playing Curse of Strahd. Also for our Adventures in Middle-earth crew, which is going to be playing again next week, and has the illustrations of Terry Toons as well. !Arv Shop for that. There's going to be Esper Genesis stuff up there in the not-too-distant future also. On the Patreon side, that's !Arvtreon, currently sitting at 313. That actually has a big impact on the channel as well. Really is the financial backbone of the channel because I get the most of it. Yeah, I just wondered how often it sees if there is an update. But anyway, I updated it, I guess, about a half hour to 45 minutes ago, so it should pick it up pretty soon. But anyway, so the Patreon, which allows you to get cool stuff for yourself, cool stuff for the channel as well. Please consider supporting that because, again, that does make a big difference. And last but certainly not least, that sub button right above the video window. Currently, we are sitting at right around, I believe, 79 or 80 subs, something like that. So people jumping on board would be much appreciated. Again, you can get custom sub emotes, custom sub badges, things to use here, there, and everywhere across the Twitches. And so any support that you could give there would be a big help. And also you can get inspirations to help the players, which is going to be necessary since we've got a busy tabletop week coming up now and into next week. One last thing I want to mention is just about the publishing stuff. Library. I actually just saw the new PDF come in, which is just about, it's going to be sent off to the printer in the next day or so. And so I've got to make last couple of comments and stuff. I'll be doing that this evening. finishing up that work and sending it off to them. So the PDF should be going out to people within the next couple of days. And then the print version is going to be sent to the printer as well. And so that looks to be on track to be able to get to everybody by February, which means that we will have that out to everyone very soon, which is exciting because I really think it came out well. And, I can't wait to see how it sort of reaches the regular market also, people who are interested in it and want to get stuff relating to a library and a full adventure and a source book and all that stuff. I'm interested to see how people think about it. So hopefully it will get some play. I would love to see some run-throughs of it and playthroughs of it and all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, that's exclamation point library. Exclamation point Icarus will give you details about my Icarus and Jelinek graphic novels, which will be out now, it looks like, in May. Just got a couple more pages of that in the drawing to approve, so we are moving ahead with that, so that's awesome. And last but certainly not least, the Greyshade Kickstarter, exclamation point Greyshade KS. That is going to be releasing in March, or launching, I should say, in March. The Kickstarter will be, and so I will have more details about that. I will have full details about the date and about all the other specifics of it a month ahead of time, as I've been trying to do for my Kickstarters, but I'm going to try to give more details about it when I have them over the next couple of weeks or so. So again, stay tuned. That is going to be a big thing for me, so I'm hoping all that stuff is going to help as well. It's like, shut it down, you bloody donkey. You call this done? I call this a pathetic attempt. Yes, I am Gordon Ramsay. I am the Gordon Ramsay of writers. You speak the truth, this term. No, I mean, they did a great job, and I'm very excited about it. And all the authors who worked on it, and there are many, I think will be excited about it as well. Now, quick note about schedule. Tonight we have got Book Manticore, exactly. Today we have got this running until 3 p.m. Eastern. At 4 p.m. Eastern, I'll be over at GOG with D&D with GOG, Storm King's Thunder. That is still on for today, and we will be continuing that campaign, which has really been a lot of fun as always, so I'm excited for that. Then tomorrow evening, unless I hear different, now I'm on Discord right now and I have not seen any other messages from Shadowed Mage, so unless I hear different, I think that we are on for our D&D community D&D premiere starting tomorrow evening, which will be at 9 p.m. Eastern, Dragon of Ice Spire Peak. That will feature Kilobyte, it will feature Rock God, it will feature Echo Alpha X5, and it will feature Hoodie with Shadowed Mage as the DM. I am hoping that's going to be happening tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. I am hoping and I'm cautiously optimistic, let's put it that way, that will occur. That will happen tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then on Friday, I will be back at 8:30 p.m. Eastern with Esper Genesis as we continue that campaign. And on Saturday, the second session of that campaign. And on Saturday, with the second section of D&D with I&B Curse of Strahd. So that'll be happening on Saturday as well. So a lot of really good stuff happening over the next couple of weeks. Next week on Tuesday, we will, on Monday first, we'll have Emberwind Monday evening. And then Tuesday at 10 a.m., we will have the rescheduled Adventures of Middle-earth session that was originally supposed to be today. And then we will have at 4 p.m. a new game over on GOG Comms Pen and Pixels, because I just finished Thundercats. Oh, just had to wait for that. Thank you for the host echo. Because I just finished Return to the Obra Dinn, which was great. And so I have another game that I'm going to be playing, and I have basically, it's down to a choice of two. So I'm going to talk about it with some of my fellow GOG streamers and find out from them what they think. So that'll be happening next week as we move into a new game for Pen and Pixels. So very exciting, very cool. Looking forward to it. Should be good times. And then the rest of the week, next week, we will have on Friday of next week, I believe. I don't remember exactly actually what's going on next Friday, because next Friday is the 31st, and so I have one other thing, which I think is probably Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, where I'm heading into the home stretch of that game also. So there's a lot of games that are moving ahead and that are either continuing or coming to a close and all that, so that's good. So anyway, that's it for now for details about the stream, and so I will get rid of this, and I will get rid of, where are we? And I will get rid of that, and I will turn on that. There we go. Hi, everyone. Good to see you all. Hope everybody is doing well. I apologize in advance that I'm wearing this extra thing over this, but it is cold here today, let me tell you. It was 19 degrees, actually 17 degrees earlier today. And right now, let's see. Just waiting. Okay, so we're just waiting. I'm just looking at one important email. Give me 1 second. All right, good, lovely. Yeah, so today it is now 26 degrees. It was 17 earlier today, so it's cold. It's going to be getting a little warmer tomorrow. I think it's going to go up to like a high of 39. By Friday, it'll be up to like mid-40s, I think, and then but still a low of like 30s. So it's, January, like not surprising. It should pretty much be that way. But it is cold, so that's why I'm wearing something a little extra. I don't want to heat my house up to forge temperature. I'll actually have to get myself into the mood, too, because over on D&D with GOG, the party is right now dealing with a fire giant, and they're about to enter into the home of the fire giants, so it's going to get a little heated up. It's going to be a little different than perhaps the normal one might be, so we will see. I know, I know. Compared to anything Canadian, I am aware that it is lightweight, but what people deal with in Canada, but that's your own fault. Listen, it's your own fault for living hundreds of miles farther north than any rational human being should. Although I love Canada, and as you know, have often thought wistfully about how it might be nice to move there. I appreciate that, but still, it's your fault for living where you do. Anyway, that's going to do it for this stuff, and it is time to talk a little bit about Detroit Become Human. Now, I installed this. There are two versions of this game. There is the PlayStation game, and there is the PC port, which is an Epic Games exclusive. I did the PlayStation 4 version. I didn't avoid the PC one because of the Epic Game Stores thing, because I don't really care that much about that, and frankly, there are other games that I'll probably be getting that will be only on the Epic Store. For example, Operencia I'm planning to play, and that's an Epic Game Store's exclusive at the moment. But the reason I wanted to play it on PS4 is because it was originally created for that, and it was originally optimized for PlayStation. Now, I've heard that the PC port is pretty solid, but still, especially given what I was talking about the sort of not wanting my PC to chug mercilessly while I'm trying to play something, and the fact that it was optimized for it, I decided to go that route. What's up, Wasabi? The other thing, I'm tempted, Kilobyte, believe me, man. I've been tempted on many occasions. A lot will ride on what happens politically, I think, over the next 9 to 10 months, basically. But anyway, yeah, so that's the deal with that. The other thing about it is that this is a Quantic Dream game. And so having played the Heavy Rain demo, having played Indigo Prophecy, having played these sorts of games, I am fully aware of the way that Cage works. And that is that he creates very melodramatic, very sort of story-driven, and very, very heavy QTE based events. Like, I remember playing Indigo Prophecy on my computer, and oh my god, I have never seen this many press Q, shift plus space, backspace plus F function key 3. Like, oh my god. I feel like this thing is designed for consoles, so I might as well just play it on console, since that way I'll be assured that it will stream reasonably well, and so forth. Down the road, as I say, with most sort of medium to older games, I will get them on PC if I can, and later on, when I eventually get a gaming PC, which, I mean, honestly, I was feeling good about the Patreon, and then I did a lot of payments out to various people for various things that I needed. And so, again, the Patreon is at a very low ebb at the moment. So as we get more money in, we will see about that. But I'm going to try to save up if I can, to be able to get enough to be able to get a gaming PC eventually, so that I can stream on that and I can play on that and have my current PC be the streaming PC. So I'm going to be going to a 2 PC setup at some point in the future, but it's not over the next couple of months. So in the meantime, I'm going to be doing this. And yeah, oh my God, man. And it's not just one of them. There's multiple scenes that are super QTE heavy. I'm not necessarily opposed to QTE, by the way. I don't mind those. When that's all it is, then it kind of gets a little bit old. So, but Quantic is an acquired taste. There are a lot of people who love Quantic, and I liked Indigo Prophecy, actually. And there are other people who think it's kind of like, oh my God, like, he has a little bit of the Kojima writing style, which is basically to bludgeon you with metaphor, and so I'm going to be interested to see how that comes out with this game too. But I'm interested to try it, and I was just talking with someone the last couple of days about AI and about stuff like that. And so what better to do on a pleasant Tuesday morning than to return to a post-apocalyptic Detroit? Because I feel like that's, a dystopian Detroit is basically, that's where we go with games these days. Either we're in Deus Ex Human Revolution or we're in Detroit Become Human, but it's all about dystopic Detroit, apparently, is what we're looking at. So I know, a warmer climate, Michigan. Geez, you're not joking too. I'm telling you what, climate change, man, it's a thing. Anyway, so with that said, I think we are going to be ready to go. So let me click on this and switch us over. Bear with me just 1 second. There we go. Good. And let's slide over to that. Alrighty. Yeah. No, I know it. Is it modern day Detroit a dystopic Detroit? You'd have to talk to the people who live close to it. Listen, you'd have to talk to Michigan people like Dragon, or like Ballsteg and Garlic Tofu, otherwise known as Chris and Emily Bell from Athos Arts. They're the Michigan experts, Or my friend Brad, who lives in Michigan, although he doesn't live, he lives closer to Ann Arbor actually than Detroit. But okay, so I just installed this, haven't played it at all, but we are going to see how it goes. I don't know about the volume, so if the volume is crazy on the cutscenes, I apologize, and I will address that problem as soon as I can. But here we go. Oh, yeah? Yeah, well, Ann Arbor I've heard a lot of good things about. I've been to Detroit once or twice, and I've been to a couple of other places in Michigan, but I've never been to Ann Arbor, and I haven't been there for long, so. Is it? Okay. We will see. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little bit worried it's going to be super depressing, but we will see.
Hello. Welcome to the Detroit Experience. I'm an android and I'll be your hostess. Before we begin, let's make some adjustments to optimize your experience. These language settings were detected on your console. Are they correct?
The mouth thing, they still don't have the mouth thing quite right in all of these cases. That's too large. Let's go with medium. Oh, no. There we go.
Please adjust your screen settings.
Okay, my screen's... Ah, yes, the classic brightness. See, the thing is, whenever they say to do it where it's barely visible, I find that it's not bright enough. So, I think I'm going to keep it probably right where it is. If anything, I actually might increase it slightly. Yeah, I think it's good. Talk about the movement, Dragon.
Thank you. Now select your profile.
You know, that's a little bit of the thing. Okay, I want immersive gameplay with advanced controls. A fair challenge where mistakes can mean losing a character. I want to focus on the story with simpler controls, a more forgiving challenge with fewer chances to lose a character. Those are my choices, are casual and experienced. That's it. There's no media. Okay, what's the default though? Like, for people who have played this before, what's the default? Like, normally I would do medium. You know, I would normally do medium, but is that not what's the default? Is experienced basically the default difficulty? Do experienced. What's up, Kire? Experienced. Okay, that's experienced is the proper game experience. Well, yeah. What? I don't want to think about my choices. I just want to blow through everything. I know her disappointment.
When this sign is displayed, please do not turn off your console. You are now ready to begin Detroit. Remember, this is not just a story. This is our future.
August 15th, 2038. 8:29. I made up one.
Negotiator on site. Repeat. Negotiator on site.
Alright, let's talk about options. Oops. How's the sound? Only available in the main menu. Wait.
I can't leave her.
Okay. Isn't the volume the volume is good? The audio is good? Okay, let me know, because Okay. John Phillips, Phillips Caroline, Phillips Emma, born 2028. Oh god, I can already see with the audios. Alright.
Please, please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, ma'am. We
You
need to
can't-
go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person? Joel, that's me here.
Damn. Yeah, this feels like it's loud to me though. I wanna drop the audio down a little bit. I have no idea why you would not make audio available in the main game. Why do you have to go back to the menu to do that? Like, there's no reason whatsoever you should have to do that. So, since we went about 3 seconds. Immersion.
This is the options section.
Yes, thanks.
You can customize your experience here.
I'm sure. Thank you. I'd like to go to I'd like to go to audio, please. Audio. What? Okay, first of all, home theater's fine. Can I get volume? Are you joking me? I want volume. What is this? You're only... What? Really? Oh, for the love of God. I mean, it just means I need to drop OBS in the volume mixer, but like... Well, yeah, sorry, Myra, but I gotta do this for everybody. Little bit of patience. I can't just do this and straight up blow people's ears out, so... Hang in there. Actually, you know what? No. Nope, 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 nope. Shoot. Okay, let's put that up there. Okay. Let's put this in here. Okay. So now... All right. So how is that now sound-wise? And I understand everything is fine. I want it to be good, not just fine. So please let me know if it's too loud or not. Why is that not... Doesn't seem to be doing anything. How is the volume right now? Well, you should be able to hear something. It's doing the... Do you not hear that? Okay. Well, all right. We'll see what happens when I actually start
Your parameters
playing.
have been saved.
Parameters. All right, so we'll see what happens when I go back into this, and if it's too loud, then yeah. Once we hear the voices in game, it's a little ridiculous though that they don't have an audio. Like they should be able to have. This came out in 2018. Like it's not that hard to make something where you can, you know, have separate controls of voices and main volume and all that. Ah, the classic PS load times. Okay. So too loud or okay? Okay. All right, we'll see. See what happens. It's a little loud for me, so I actually had to pull my own audio down because it's loud for me. Oh. It shows your objectives and interactions. Okay, find Captain Allen. It literally says Android on the back of this shirt. All right, all right.
The same model at home.
Talk to Captain Allen first.
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
It's firing at everything that moves. It already shot down 2 of my men. We could easily get it, but they're on the edge of the balcony. If it falls, she falls.
Do you know its name?
I haven't got a clue. Does it matter?
I need information to determine the best approach. Do you know if it's been behaving strangely before this?
Listen, saving that kid is all that matters. So either you deal with this fucking android now, or I'll take care of it.
What? Use the right stick to move the cursor. Oop. Okay, a Black Hawk. What the f... Okay. Ammunition. Reconstruct. Wait. Deviant took the father's gun. Okay. Okay, so he took the father's gun. I did not save the fish, and I'm playing it on PS4. Oh man, every second counts. Switch hostages room. Can't take too long, but... I didn't know there was a fish. Oh my god, what? Deviant's name is Daniel. Okay. Alright, I've gathered more information. Child didn't hear gunshots. Getting there. Anything else? Hostage's room searched. Okay.
All units hold positions. Negotiators going in.
What is this thing about? What are you guys talking about with a fish? I have not seen any fish. And also, I would like to ask, by the way, and this is not anyone individually, given the nature of this game, I don't know what's going on in the game, so please don't give me suggestions unless I ask for them in a game like this. Like, I'm not hardcore anti-backseating much of the time, but in a game like this where I'm trying to figure everything else out at once, being like, no, you've missed the thing that you were supposed to get is going to frustrate me and make me not want to play. So please don't do that. You know, if you're watching me do my version of this. So if I ask for help and longtime viewers will know that I can often do that. I will definitely do it. But otherwise, you know, please feel free to comment on and sort of have fun on the ride and stuff. But please don't tell me what to do, because I don't. It's just going to frustrate me because I need to figure out a lot of things that are going on here. There was a fish on the ground. I have no idea where this aquarium is, but I don't want to waste time, so I'm going to keep going. I'll come back to it. The camouflage of power. Oh. Bullet wound. Shoot. Okay, lower lung hemorrhage. So he shot him. Upper lung hemorrhage. I wonder if this guy, if the android did this, why did he do this? John Phillips, that's the dad. Why did he do this, though? Oh, it was before the screaming lady? Nope, didn't even notice. Left kidney perforated. Okay. Father was holding something. What was he holding? Okay. What is this thing? Oh, no, not, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm not at all blaming you, at all, Coven. You know the drill.
AP700 Android has been registered. CyberLife thanks you for your
The Deviant was going to be replaced. Ah, why, though? Hello?
What are we waiting for? We should take down this asshole.
Stay back! Don't come any closer or I'll jump!
No, please, I'm begging you!
Hi, Daniel! My name is Connor. How do you know my name? I know a lot of things about you. I've come to get you out of this. I'm an android, just like you. I know how you're feeling. What difference does it make if you're an android? You're on their side. You can't understand how I'm feeling. There's no way out, Daniel. What you've done is too serious. The only question is whether or not you take another innocent life. It's not up to you. I'm holding all the cards. If I die, she dies. You hear me?
What does blaming mean?
You're defective, Daniel.
This is not
There's
right.
a problem with your software. We're going to fix you, and everything will be okay. I don't need to be fixed.
Oh, really? That's cool,
I'm
Coven.
working perfectly, but my eyes are open now. I will never let anyone humiliate me again. Ever. Listen, I know it's not your fault, These emotions you're feeling are just errors in your software. No, please, it's not my fault. Please, I never wanted this. I love them, you know? But I was nothing to them. Just a slave to be ordered around. I can't stand that noise anymore. Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
The situation is under control.
There. I did what you wanted. You have to trust me, Daniel.
Wow.
Let the hostage go, and I promise you, everything will be fine. I want everyone to leave. And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go. That's impossible, Daniel. Let the girl go, and I promise you won't be hurt. I don't want to die. You're not going to die. We're just going to talk. Nothing will happen to you. You have my word. I've spent my life taking orders. Now it's my turn to decide.
Wow. Wow. Mission successful. Wow. That's a wow. That's a hell of an opening. Quite an opening. They're good at that, though. They're good at these things. The scene's flowchart. You can review the paths you've taken, the paths yet to be explored, and what possibilities you've unlocked. Each node earns you points you can spend in the extra. Due to the nature of the game, some nodes and endings will not be counted toward the completion of the flowchart. Yeah, I love these short games. Morning, Jay. Little cow, you're safe. Let's see. So, I'm just curious here. All right. So... Wow, look at this flowchart. Okay, talk to Captain Allen. So, I never did this. Investigate father's body, learn cause of the incident, investigate the gun case. I never did whatever that is. Go outside. There was a SWAT injured. Confront the deviant outside. I took the friendly approach, dismissed the helicopter. I lied to the deviant. Oh, I failed to build trust. Really? Oh. Okay. Apparently, I just got out of the flowchart. I didn't mean to do that. Also, the nuclear helicopter. I thought I was gaining trust.
This is the top-of-the-range household assistant. It cooks 10,000 different dishes.
Come on, Zoe, let's go.
200 languages and dialects. And handles the kids' home care. Elementary school. Good afternoon.
Wow. Honey, it looks amazing. This is exactly what we need.
Very basic model. How much did you say? All the chores around the house. At the moment, we're doing a special promotion on this entire range at $7,999 with 48 months interest-free credit. And it does absolutely all the work around the house. Painting, plumbing, gardening, repairs. At night,
pretty wild.
It switches to surveillance mode and contacts emergency services.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Are you... Oh, thanks, Sod. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the host. Hold on a second. So, are you telling me that when I saw those icons on screen that were locked, I thought that was saying I couldn't choose them because they were locked? Are you saying I could have chosen those options? I completely had no idea that that was the case. You know what? Okay, I gotta say, my biggest frustration with Quantic Dream is they do clunky UI things that are not clear. I don't know who handles things for them on QA and the like, but ever since Indigo Prophecy, this has been a problem. There are things that just are completely non-intuitive. There was literally an icon next to it that showed a lock. Now, when I see an icon that's locked, I don't use it. I don't choose it. The polygons, all the emotions. Thanks, Sod. I appreciate it, man. I know. Exactly. I know. Thank you, man. I saw you were playing some Escape from Tarkov, I think. Did you have a good time with it? You guys should be following Sod if you are not already, although I'm sure many of you are. But anyway, yeah, it looks like that icon was locked. Well, that's probably true. I mean, I'm not blaming them. My point is I'm blaming the company or whatever for releasing it this way. Again, like I saw that as being locked. Yeah, but I did find the right clues. Apparently what I'm being told is that that icon that I saw was not a lock icon. Apparently I could have chosen them. Although I didn't even see a button next to it, to be perfectly honest. Thanks, dude. Sleep well, man. I appreciate it. And welcome everybody from Sod Stream. So I don't understand. Like I thought that those options were locked and I couldn't choose them. That's why I didn't. Because I went in and I searched the kid's house, and then I searched the bodies. I saw the gun case. I reconstructed those things. So I felt like I was in pretty good shape to handle it. It is a locked icon. Okay, so I didn't have access to it then. So Terma, what do you mean? But no, I want to know this because it will sort of help me for the future. So were those options locked or not? I don't understand. Were they locked? Could I have chosen them? Because it looked like they were locked to me. Otherwise, obviously, I would have chosen those. You know? Better luck next time. I guess, but like, I don't know. I still don't understand. I mentioned before, Coven, that I'm playing it on console because I think this is optimized for console. The PC was a port, and I'm not 100% sure how good the port is. Plus, yes, the issues of whether that's going to affect the stream or not. Yeah, I mean, maybe I screwed that up. I mean, the thing is, I don't know why they would put a little lock symbol next to it at all. Why just, I mean, once you unlock it, then it should just be there. Like, why do I need a lock, like any kind of an icon, unlock or otherwise? I don't know. I'll just keep going, but it's annoying to me because like I feel like that's not intuitive. You have these options, put all the options available. Don't put an option there that's available but not really, because it looks like, I mean, I avoided it because I thought I couldn't choose it, so I don't know. And every choice you make is permanent, basically. So, Detroit is on PC, but this is the PS4 version.
Smoke, excuse me.
How much is that one over there?
The MP800 is slightly more expensive, but it has many other functions. Come along and I'll show you.
I don't like this guy.
There it is. It's a bit difficult getting it back in working order.
Okay.
It was really messed up. What'd you say happened to it again?
The car hit it. Stupid accident.
Ah, I see. Anyway,
right.
It's as good as new now, except that we had to reset it. Meaning we had to wipe its memory. I hope you don't mind.
That'll be fine.
Okay. Did you give it a name?
My daughter did.
AX400, register your name.
Kara.
My name is Kara.
Okay, but I mean, then they should just show clearly that it's now available and unlocked. You know? Because otherwise I'm just like, what? No, I did not. Nah, I want to kind of, I hear you, Curie, but I want to just kind of come into this, you know, just as if I were just picking up the game. I wouldn't have known to do that. I mean, they're very good at constructing emotional situations. That was a really cool opening. I'm just frustrated that I did other things that I could have chosen, and because the UI is confusing, I don't know. No, I understand about the missed clues. I don't mind about that. I don't mind the missed clues. Yeah, same. I don't mind the missed clues. I just get a little frustrated at the whole, like, I examined things, I did things and whatever, and then, like, now I'm ready. You know, like, I had certain things, and apparently I didn't choose those, because I didn't... So, anyway. I heard he was working on this since 2013, something like that, right? 2013, 2014, I believe. And it came out on PS4 in 2018. November 5th, 2038. I mean, I thought that what I did was... I thought that I succeeded, but apparently I didn't succeed. Like, I saved the kid, but it didn't matter, apparently.
Yes, I think that's enough for one day.
Here, let me help.
Okay. I failed successfully. Great. It's interesting. I wonder if I could just walk through that. Oh, doesn't let me. Thank you, Coven, for the resub, man. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much, Coven. Thank you, sir. Welcome back. Appreciate it. This is really interesting, though, this idea that you can't do anything until they let you. Okay, sounds good. Okay. You're not changing. There we go. Thanks for the music, bro. Yeah.
Poor sinners, the end is nigh. Retribution is at hand. Technology is corrupting us. Technology is evil. We are playing God by creating machines, but we are not God. We are nothing but dust. Why do you look at me so, demon? I know who you are. I can see through you. You are the one by whom the evil will come. You are the one who will destroy Detroit.
We make these androids in our own
I should be
image,
like, you're right.
but they only reflect the dark.
I'll start by destroying you. Okay, down that way.
Identification verified. Here is your order number 847. That will be $63.99. Please confirm payment.
So, what's up, Second Obs? So for
Payment
androids,
confirmed. Transaction complete.
okay. So for androids, you have the little circles, you have the triangles, you have you've got like the sort of armbands. So they try to make it and that's the standard thing whenever anyone talks about AI is how much they would try to distinguish them from everybody else. Yeah, I mean, listen. Philosophy being in your face in a David Cage game is pretty much par for the course. If you get Quantic Dream, you're not going to get subtle. It's over that way. Drones. It really is like literally railroading you. Okay, over that way.
We've got families to feed, and these androids are taking our place.
This is gonna go well.
Where the fuck you going, Tin Can? No kidding. Hey guys, check it out. We got one of those tin cans here.
Look at this little motherfucker. You steal our jobs, but you can't even stand up.
Wow.
You ain't going anywhere. We're gonna fuck your bitch ass up.
And of course I punch back.
Do it.
And we're gonna be in trouble,
All
right?
right. It's enough. Leave it alone.
Let us teach this bastard a lesson.
If you damage it, I'm gonna have to find you.
We can take your job next. See how you like it.
Okay. Let's go. Run along.
Charming. Hmm. Yeah, I catch the win. Oh, and you sit in the back of the... Okay. Interesting. Make Detroit great again. Yeah, I mean, this is all stuff that's been gone over with others too. But super creepy though, and the idea of having the androids looking around and trying to figure out what they are and who. The funny thing, of course, is that the answer is not to blame the androids. The answer is to blame the people that thought that they were better, lower-cost alternatives. You don't blame the other workers. You don't blame the workers. You blame, you know, the people that hired the extra workers. Okay, walking in the park. Listen to the busker. Visit the paint store. Watch the preacher. Preacher yells at Marcus, yeah. Paint store. Collect package. Protesters harass Marcus. Marcus took the bus. World stats in percent. Interesting. So only 53% of people listen to The Busker. 43% of them watch The Preacher. Interesting. Oh, I mean, you can certainly talk about it as tournament. It doesn't bother me. I just meant while I'm in the middle of trying to figure something out, unless I ask for it, telling me what I should be doing instead. And I wasn't actually directing this at you at all. But, you know, for people in general, that's not fun for me. But after the fact, then that's totally cool. Hey, what's up, Marworks?
You coming? You've been gone for 2 weeks, so the place is a mess. You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of... God damn it, where the fuck's the brat gone now? Alice! Alice! Oh, there you are. That's Alice. You look after her. Homework, bath, all that crap. Got it?
Yes, Todd.
Get started down here, then you do upstairs.
Charming. Oh, yeah. Urgent tasks. Dishwasher not working, 154
TV
sale. Wow. What? Oh. Yeah, it sounds like Todd's gonna be a joy.
Yeah. Maybe. Depends on what you need. Yeah, I can get that. Yeah. I'll bring it tomorrow. Yeah, in place, you know where. Right.
I bet she's gonna take too much. Alright, take the trash out. Overdrawn, application rejected. Good guy. Okay. Oh my god, it's so Quantic. Let's wash the dishes. What? I want to wash the dishes. Why can't I wash dishes? collect the dishes. Okay.
I've made a good start down here. I'll head upstairs.
Do what you have to do, but stop bothering me.
He's not gonna like that. Android power should be outlawed. Okay. Connecting the dots. I'm not going to read this because I have a feeling that there's going to be a time-based thing to this. Okay. I don't have time to read more of that right now.
That's a pretty toy. What's its name?
Not a happy child. I can't imagine why. This house is a disaster. This also reminds me a little bit of Life is Strange. Android QB. Tech Addict. Yeah, interesting. I would normally spend more time on this, but I'm so worried about the time sensitivity of it that I feel like I can't. I'm not switching that on. Well, but remember, I'm an android, right? So I'm like the best. Wow, that's the fastest bed making of all time, see? I don't know if I'm worried that he's going to show up and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" God, man. That's a freaking nightmare. Antidepressant. Next to a gun. Great. That's tremendous. Oh, you can read them once you pick them up in the menu? Okay. That's good to know, actually. Let's ventilate this room. Jeez. Okay. What was that? What? Why am I not allowed to see what you just saw? The hell was that?
Watch it.
I mean, that's almost comical. Honestly, it's like almost comical supervillain. He's just like, you know, get out of my way. Giant beard entity. What is up? I haven't seen you in a long time. What's up, Giant Beard? How are you doing, Giant Beard? Should have knocked.
I just want to tidy up your room a little. I only need 2 minutes. Is that okay, Alice?
Wait. I feel like I don't want to do anything that's going to bother... Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make her bed. That's safe. Reasonably safe. Yeah, it sure is, Giant Beard. Some pretty high-quality bed making, though. What just happened there? Oh. Oops, 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 oops. Come on, Alice.
I'm sure we used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe we can be friends again. Your father said you chose my name. Kara. It's nice. How did you choose it? You should tell me about yourself. What you like to do, where you like to go, your favorite foods. That would really help me. You're very quiet. I hope I don't scare you.
I guess that's a yes. Whoa. What'd she just give me? True is German. Key. I wonder if that means I can open this now. And she gave it to me for a reason. Yeah, exactly, Giant Beard. Four-leaf clover. Mom's dead. Oh, so Todd killed her. Which is not about the least surprising thing I can imagine. That red flicker was interesting. Okay, now that she's gone, I can look at this. Alice in Wonderland. Cute. Wait. There's something over there. What's over there? What? Clean the bathroom. Yeah. At some point there's going to be a confrontation with Todd and it's not going to go well. At all. Oh. Touchpad. Let's not bother to dry anything here. shall we? Okay. Alright. That's the bathroom, right? Yeah, yeah. No, I totally got that as terma, yeah. Which is interesting, I mean...
What are you doing?
I'm playing.
You're playing. I know what you're thinking. You think your dad's a lowlife? Huh? Fucking loser? Can't get a job?
Thank you for the
take care of
follow,
his
Little
family?
Killian.
Don't you think I tried to make things work? But whatever I do, when someone comes along, they just fuck it all up! I know what you think of me. You hate me. You hate me, don't you? Say it! You hate me! God. What am I doing?
Good question.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know I love you, don't you? You know I love you.
Oh my god. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to play through an entire game with child abuse, guys. I'm telling you right now. This may be a little bit too close to home with two kids of my own. I'm going to struggle with this pretty hardcore. I mean, yeah, obviously I'm fine for now, but I just like oh god. Oh, child abuse. Not my thing. All right. Join Todd, read Android Power, reconnecting the dots, talk with Alice, take out trash, ask to go upstairs, go upstairs. Yeah. Clean Todd's room, tidy pills, Karasee's gun. Okay, that's unlocked. That's good. Clean toilet, Alice goes to her room. I did a bunch of stuff on the second floor. Clean Alice's room, ventilate room, clean bathroom, read Android, read putting a price. Kara discovers a way down. Talk with Alice. Alice gives Kara a key, open Alice's box, finish cleaning. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm cool. I'm cool for now, but yeesh. That narrative choice thing, that flowchart is interesting. I'm not sure what I think about it yet. About whether I like that or not. Alright, so here's Marcus again. It's an android bird. Huh. Tempted to leave it open, but what is that on the ground? Oh, delightful. Delightful. So we have a child abuser, and the other story involves a dude who has a freaking zebra skin on his floor. Tremendous. What a delightful future we have in store for us, people. What a great group of people in the dystopian future we've got to deal with. Oh god. That's funny. What? Can I go in there? I mean deposit package. I did, didn't I? Where do I deposit the package? Oh. Free bird! It's an android zebra rug. Yeah, there you go. Wait till you see the hentai vault. Oh my god. Okay, I'll take care of Carl in a minute. Can I please do what I wanted to do? This is not taking care of Carl. It's the kitchen. Where are the pastries? Good point. Oh, take the tray to the dining table. Okay. Mana culture is right. Is that an actual giraffe? Is that an actual stuffed giraffe? Like not a fake giraffe, but a killed giraffe? Really? Russia still wants the North Pole. Life found on Titan. Ooh! Did you see that? President Warren to make state visit to the United Kingdom. In 2038? That's got to be a different Warren, I assume. I don't think that Elizabeth Warren is going to be president of the country when she's like 90, although maybe. Yeah, but this may not be an issue elsewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, why can't I look at the giraffe? I won. Oh, man. Okay. Here's the globe. Hello. What is with the ceiling? This guy's like combination like Art Deco, like animal death cultist. Like, what? It's a good question. Okay. The giraffe's name is Gage. Alright, let's wake up this guy. Gerald. What is with the carpet? What? Oh, so he's an older guy. Okay. Gerald the giraffe. Hoping that's in that direction. It's a dodecahedron. Alright. Carl? Carl? Come on, Carl. What we got going on, Carl? Actually, maybe you're over here. Much older guy. Okay. Carl?
Good morning, Carl.
Good morning.
It's 10 a.m. The weather is partly cloudy, 54 degrees, 80% humidity with a strong possibility of afternoon showers.
It sounds like a good day to spend in bed.
I did go to pick up the paint that you ordered.
Oh, yes, I've forgotten. That is the difference between you and me, right, Marcus? You never forget anything.
Show me your arm, please, Carl.
No.
Carl.
Pretty amazing acting.
Thank you.
Subtlety, I mean.
I just opened my eyes and I'm already gritting my teeth. Humans are such a fragile machine. They break down so quickly. All this effort to keep them going.
That's nice.
Hey.
That sort of slight laugh.
What happened to your clothes?
Oh, it's nothing. Just some demonstrators in the street, Carl.
What a bunch of idiots. They think they can stop progress by roughing up a few androids? I hope they didn't harm you.
Oh, no. They just pushed me around, Carl. I'm fine. Okay. I'll take you to the bathroom now.
Interesting. See, okay, I want to say something about this scene in just a minute. I'm going to say something about this scene that's an important world-building question in just a moment. Okay. Carl woken up. Take Carl to the dining room table. Okay. I want to make a point about that scene. When Cage gets out of his own way, when he lets the story breathe, his work is very effective. Same thing in Indigo Prophecy. When he gets out of the way, when he doesn't feel the need to hit people over the head, when he doesn't need to be like, hey, guess what this means? Like, to me, the androids being in the back of the bus is a kind of silly, ham-handed way of calling back to the Rosa Parks, scenario. The demonstrators, they'll take your jobs. But these moments that or Todd being like this cartoonish sort of abusive guy who's upset because he lost his wife and whatever. But this situation here, what we just saw, was about a minute of really subtle, nice world building from his sort of reaction to him. He's like, no, I'm fine, okay. Then he picks him up and you bring him to the bathroom, and while he's in the bathroom, it's cutting to different little clips of the room, and it leads you as the viewer, as the person playing the game, to decide what you want to make of this guy, Carl. Is Carl an awful person who kills animals, who's super rich, who can get whatever he wants? Is he a kind person who treats the androids with a certain amount of respect that you think they deserve? Who's right and wrong? All of that we get to see because the story breathes. And I just wish that people like this, I have the same problem with Kojima. Once in a while, although Kojima is frankly a way more over the top even than Cage is, once in a while though, Kojima just lets the story breathe and it's like night and day. But so much of the time it's cartoonish because he doesn't trust his audience. He doesn't trust them to get it. And I feel there's a lot of that with Cage also. Just let it breathe, man. I wanted to highlight that because that's a nice moment that we just saw. And I really would love for more of those nice moments to be there instead of the kind of cartoonish over the top stuff. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Again, like I'm just curious. I'm just interested to see how it plays out because it's there, but you got to let it trust your audience. Trust your audience.
Special on the agenda today?
Yes, there's the opening of your retrospective at the Museum of Modern Art. The gallery director left 4 messages asking to confirm your attendance.
I haven't decided yet. We'll see about that later.
Okay.
What else?
Just your usual fan mail. I've already answered.
Any news from Rio?
No, Carl.
Wow, that's
I
like...
can call him if you like.
No, don't bother.
That's really fast. Don't totally agree, Second Obs. I mean, it's certainly possible to be too subtle. It's possible to be too kind of, what is this all about? I mean, that's certainly true. But over-the-top scenes, I think over-the-top scenes... Okay, let me put it this way. An over-the-top scene is a scene that needs to inform you what it's already... It needs to tell you what it's already showing you. Right? So it's showing you a particular emotion or a particular mood, and then it needs to tell you, hey, this is the mood I'm telling you right now. See this mood? This is what I'm telling you. That's the Kojima style of writing, most of the time. And too much of the time, it's Cage's style too. And it's unnecessary. Does not need it. a style that involves a kind of callback to thematic concerns. For example, people read sometimes Charles Dickens, and their reaction to him is to think like, oh man, Dickens can be over the top. That's not the same thing. Dickens often communicates something in a very powerful and straightforward way, but he combines it with subtlety in other aspects of the writing, and you put those together and you end up with something great. But you very seldom get something where Scrooge is both visited and says, oh, okay, so you're here to do this? And the ghost says yes. He's like, right, I'm a horrible human being. If only I had done this. He will make little sort of gestures in that direction, but he won't keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it until basically it's almost like you're being taken out of a chance to decide a theme for yourself. He's just like, nope, this. So that's the different thing. So I think there's a difference, I would argue, between a scene that goes too much over the top and a scene which is more subtle like that. And maybe you're right. Like, I guess if you had just a bus scene or just a demonstration, but even there I would make it more subtly. Instead of having the demonstrators just push the androids around, having the demonstrator walk up and hold up a sign that says, you took my job, and say, this is you, and pointing it, instead of pushing you to the ground and then comically kicking you in the stomach. Like that, again, that makes the point with too much of a degree of emphasis. So there's a way to dial it back slightly. And by doing that, you change it from being a kind of obvious story to even kind of a melodrama to a story that has more weight, because you didn't make people come to a conclusion based on what you force-fed them. Here's your decision. It's not necessary. But see, that's the thing, though, is Terma. I'm not sure I agree with you there. I know what you mean about the sort of, if they're kids jumping from one shooter or another, and they're not going to play this anyway. I don't think your typical person who only likes the Fortnites of the world, right, is going to be interested in this. There are people who do like Fortnite and also like other things, and they might be interested in this, but they will, going into it, and that's the importance of a good trailer, they know what this game is. Like, none of them are going into this thinking, oh, awesome, I get to, like, blow up androids and do... Nobody thinks of this as being even like Deus Ex, right? Deus Ex Human Revolution has its own kind of setup, and there's a lot of shooter that you can do as a part of that. This is not designed around that. So I think rather than trying to appeal to a kind of younger, I don't get it crowd, or I should say a shooter-based, I don't get it crowd, I'd rather that he be more subtle. And I'd also say that I think that the younger crowd is more nuanced than people give them credit for. I think the younger generation is more nuanced than people give it credit for, but not if they're continually told this is how you're going to be. So I would trust the audience more, even a younger audience. You know? Anyway, it's an interesting discussion. Got a little bit of motorized wheelchair going on here. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, no, that's right. We're going the right way.
I'm starving.
Well, your breakfast is ready. Bacon and eggs, just the way you like them.
Thank you, Marcus.
You're welcome.
Right. Street racing. I'm with you, Sturma.
Television. Why don't you find something to do while I finish my breakfast?
Sure. Okay, Carl.
I'm going to check that over there. Bacon and eggs. Okay. Yeah, piano. Hopeful? This is interesting. Because you play it by tapping. I like the world building here. Oh, I was trying to slow it to... I was trying to do a little more. I was trying to do a little more like interpretation, but gotta say this though, you know, say what you like about Cage, but man, he is consistent. You always know when you're playing a Quantic game. Quantic Deluxe, cute. Exactly.
Something has changed in the way you play. Sometimes I think you have more humanity than most humans. One day I won't be here to take care of you anymore. You'll have to protect yourself and make your choices. Decide who you are and want to become. This world doesn't like those who are different, Marcus. Don't let anyone tell you who you should be. Let's go to the studio.
Interesting. Still don't like that you have a giraffe, but whatever. The improvisation season pass. That's DLC, right? Dang. Wow.
Let's see where we left off. Remove the sheet.
Interesting. That's neat. Quite a studio. Yes. I'll buy that second op, sure. I'll agree with you, but no, hold on. I actually will completely agree with you on this, Second Obs. I think you're right, but this is what I would say. There's a reason that the medium is sometimes as important as the message, right? And by that we mean that telling stories is, I think, universally important. And I think, as I've talked about many times on this channel, that games are a significant vehicle for telling story. This is why I've never been one of those people who's kind of like, games, whatever. Like, you know, besides the fact that I enjoy playing them, I think games that can often be an extraordinarily powerful vehicle for telling stories. But they have to tell the stories in different ways. TV, movies, music, books, plays, you know, live theater, games, all of them dance, all of them tell stories in different ways. And so you need to be aware of that. So I agree with you entirely. Because a book gives you more time and focus, then you need to be careful about how you apply that in a game. Because the reality is that people are probably going to encounter it in a much closer together and sped up fashion. And also, you don't know in a game what elements people are going to choose to do and which ones won't unless you railroad them. And you're not going to know how quickly they'll go through something either. So all of that has an effect on the kind of artistic experience, which means that if you're going to tell a game and a story, it needs to be a story which has multiple avenues of getting to the same kinds of themes, or several themes which can be explored in different ways. And you have to know how that's likely to occur. So my complaint is sometimes when some people, and Kojima is terrible for this, maybe Chris Roberts a little bit also, I guess, where they try to make a game into a movie and yet still have it as a game. If you want to make a game and tell a story, you can, but not if you're going to make it into a movie. And a movie does different things than what a game would arguably do. And so that's the only thing. I agree with you, basically. But then I think that's incumbent on the person telling the story to say, I'm doing this in a game, so I've got to do it in a different way than I would in a book. Hey, what's up, Echo?
So, what's your verdict, Marcus?
I like that.
Yes, there is something about it. Something I can't quite define. I guess I like it.
The truth is, I have nothing left to say anymore. Each day that goes by brings me closer to the end. I'm just an old man clinging to his brushes.
Carl.
But enough about me. Let's see if you have any talent. Give it a try. Try painting something.
Paint? What would I... Painting what?
Anything you want. Give it a try.
Okay. I'm just gonna paint ones and zeros. I'm just gonna paint Mr. Destructoid faces. A happy little robot over here, and there's another little happy little zero over here. And, we're just gonna put like a nice little dystopian riot over here. And my boy Bob Ross. Statue. The desk. That's interesting, actually. That's probably going to be seen as rude. Wow.
That is a perfect copy of reality.
Thank you, Marworks.
It's not about replicating the world. It's about interpreting, improving on it, showing something you see.
That's right. See the world.
Carl, I don't think I can do that. It's not in my program.
Go on, go. Try it. Grab that canvas. Do something for me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Trust me. Try to imagine something that doesn't exist, something you've never seen.
This is so driven by Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep.
On how it makes you feel. And let your hand drift across the canvas.
He's always very good with music and establishing it with emotions. Even the QTE stuff is sort of fitting into part of this. I'll answer that in just a second, Echo.
Oh my God.
Hey, Dad.
Leo. I didn't hear you come in.
Oh, I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop by. It's been a while, right?
Oh, he's gonna do something.
You all right? You don't look so good.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Hey, listen, I need some cash, Dad.
Again? What happened to the money I just gave you?
Well, it just goes, you know?
Yeah, you're on it again, aren't you?
No, I swear it's not that.
Don't lie to me, Leo.
What difference does it make? I just need some cash, that's all.
Sorry. The answer's no.
This is gonna go badly.
Why?
You know why.
Yeah, I think I do know why. you'd rather take care of your plastic toy here than your own son, right? Tell me, Dad, what's it got that I don't? Smarter? More obedient? Not like me, right? But you know what? This thing is not your son. It's a fucking machine!
Leo, that's enough. Enough.
You don't care about anything except yourself and your goddamn paintings.
I voted
You never
for this
loved
game.
anyone. You never loved me, Dad. You never loved me.
Interesting. That's a good section. My opinion about this is very typical to the way that I usually imagine. Is typical to my usual sort of approach with Quantic Dream games, which is that it's erratic. There are moments that are very, very strong, very subtle. I think that moment of him painting actually was very nice. And there are moments of subtlety. And then there are moments where you're like, ease off, man. Like where you can see the author kind of being like, hey, I'm here, see? So there's a little bit of that. I like it. I think I need to sort of process how I feel about it. I like it, but I worry about whether the ham-handedness is going to become more problematic or not. I don't know. But I like a lot of aspects of it. Let's see. I want to see what the world stats were. 67% activated the birds. 53% North Pole in Russia. 44% life on Titan. 67% Carl noticed Marcus's clothes. That's interesting. 43% played the piano. 19% were hopeful. See, that's interesting to me. Of that group, most of them didn't choose that. That's interesting. I like ham, both kinds. Take Carl to the studio, paint something you see. Most people chose the statue, paint from the heart. Identity, most people chose identity. Interesting. And most people chose doubts. Apparently, I'm right in line with America, with the world, I should say. Interesting. I think this is interesting, actually. I wasn't sure what I thought about the flowchart, but I kind of like the idea that it's got the world stats in it, so you can get a sense of how you're connecting with others. There's kind of an empathetic characteristic, I think, to that, too. So especially since you don't know about it until afterwards. I suppose you could go back and replay it, and then at that point, you could go back and replay it, and... Okay, that's cool. You could go back and replay it, and then I suppose you could be influenced by others, but I think that's kind of a stretch. So I think it's kind of neat. I would love to find a Cage game where there isn't rain. Somewhere there's rain. Looks like the Negotiator. Last I saw you, you were falling off a building. Oh boy, that's gonna go well. Great. This is not gonna go well. He pressed X to respawn.
Buy me a drink?
Don't go in the toilets? Why? What's gonna happen, Elswin? Tempted. Tempted! Alright, I won't. Dennis Ward. Hey, what's up?
Hey. Get out of here.
Sorry. Beg your pardon.
You gotta get a girlfriend, pal.
What, you don't think it's creepy that I'm just scanning you? Hey.
The fuck you looking at?
Come on, I can see him. Samuel McRae. Who? Who is it that I just looked? You?
Lieutenant Anderson.
There we go.
My name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife. I looked for you at the station, but nobody knew where you were.
Oh, that's right.
They said you were probably having a drink nearby. I was lucky to find you at the 5th bar.
What do you want?
You were assigned a case early this evening. A homicide involving a CyberLife android. In accordance with procedure, the company has allocated a specialized model to assist investigators.
Well, I don't need any assistance. Especially not from a plastic asshole like you. Just be a good little robot and get the fuck out of here.
I understand that some people are not comfortable in the presence of androids, but
I am perfectly comfortable. Now back off before I crush you like an empty beer can.
Listen, I think you should stop drinking and come with me.
Great.
It'll make life easier for both of us.
Before I destroy you. It's gonna try to punch me or hit me or something terrible.
You know what? I'll buy you one for the road. What do you say? Bartender, the same again, please.
See, that Jim wonders the technology. Make it a double. Did you say homicide?
I did. Game looks great, by the way. Amen to that, Isterma. Game looks great. Driving drunk. Tremendous.
You wait here. I won't be long.
My instructions are to accompany you to the crime scene, Lieutenant.
Listen, I don't give a fuck about your instructions. I told you to wait here, so you shut the fuck up and you wait here.
Josh Douglas for Channel 16. Can you confirm that this is a homicide?
I'm not confirming anything.
Typical DPD. They don't tell us shit.
Androids are not permitted beyond this point.
It's with me. What part of staying in the car didn't you understand?
Your order contradicted my instructions, Lieutenant.
You don't talk, you don't touch anything, and you stay out of my way. Got it?
Got it. Evening, Hank. We were starting to think you weren't gonna show.
Yeah, that was the plan till this asshole found me.
So, got yourself an android, huh?
Oh, very funny. Just tell me what happened.
We had a call around 8 from the landlord. The tenant hadn't paid his rent for a few months.
Okay, making
So he
sure.
thought he'd drop by, see what was going on. That's when he found the body. Jesus, that smell. It was even worse before we opened the window. The victim's name's Carlos Ortiz. He has a record
Theft and aggravated assault.
for theft and aggravated assault. According to the neighbors, he was kind of a loner. Stayed inside most of the time. They hardly ever saw him.
Well, state he's in. Wasn't worth calling everybody out in the middle of the night. Could have waited till morning.
Jesus.
I'd say he's been there for a good 3 weeks. We'll know more when the coroner gets here. There's a kitchen knife over here. Probably the murder weapon.
Any sign of a break-in?
Nope. The landlord said the front door was locked from the inside. All the windows were boarded up. The killer must have gone out the back way.
The
What do we know about
landlord?
his android?
Not much. The neighbors confirmed he had one, but it wasn't here when we arrived. I gotta get some air. Make yourself at home. I'll be outside if you need me.
Okay, 19 days. No fingerprints, android involvement. I mean, which part? The I am alive part? Unless that's too obvious and someone's trying to set it up this way. It seems too obvious, but it is a... Whoops. Dry blood. Or they had gloves. Right. Eden Club. Come visit us.
This letter is perfect. It's way too neat. No human writes like this. Chris, was this written in the victim's blood?
I would say so. We're taking samples for analysis.
Okay. Whoops. Gossips Weekly. Oh, they didn't have hands. Android sex officially better. Oh, God. What a charming person. Alright, I'll read that stuff at another point.
Red ice. Seems our friend Carlos liked to party. Chris, I want full analysis on the narcotics.
Murder weapon was taken from there.
Consider it done, Lieutenant. Hey, Mike, you finished taking samples there?
Okay. Android strip club, yeah. Okay, dent. Deviant took a knife. So his guy was beating the android. Yep. And then he just snapped. Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
That's interesting. Yeah, and he's theft and aggravated assault. I like, by the way, that I like games like this where it's 2038, so we're talking about 18 years, well, 20 years after the game first came out, 18 years away from now. And 20 years from now, sometimes you have these things where science fiction makes assumptions that, like, we're going to have launched into the future and you just, like, have a satellite and it scans everything and no crime exists, but everyone has no freedom. This is more likely to be what it is, a combination of old-style police procedures plus new technology kind of gradually flowing together over time and not always smoothly, honestly. So... I already read this. Oh, yeah, different Warren. Eden, sponsored by Eden Club. Looks like that Eden Club thing is going to be someplace we're going to want to visit. Chuck Henry as the noisy killer. Tracks. Less than 60 minutes ago.
Door was locked from the inside. Killer must have gone out this way.
There are no footprints apart from Officer Collins' size 10 shoes.
Oh, this happened weeks ago. Tracks could have faded.
No. This type of soil would retain a trace. Nobody's been out here for a long time.
But that's going to make him feel great. Oh, let me examine the actual body. Yes, I agree. Oh. 28 stab wounds? That is a lot of stab wounds. Oh, damn it. Okay. Red ice. Okay. So what do we got? Victim fell here, right? Victim was stabbed, yep. Came from the kitchen. Yeah, so he stabbed him once and then kept stabbing him, basically. I guess
He was
so.
stabbed 28 times.
Yeah. Seems like the killer really had it in for her.
I am alive. Regular letters, font CyberLife Sans. Okay. Still 2 other pieces of evidence. 280. Red ice. Victim used drugs. Well, that was pretty obvious. Wait. This thing, I keep walking past it. Or no, this is something different. Hold on. This is different. More realistic than Undertale sounds, yes. Amen to that. Where's the last piece of evidence? There's one more piece of evidence. Why does it keep showing me this? Is it just because it's a thing that I can interact with, or is it showing me this for a reason? It keeps showing me that thing and I've already read it. Oh man, there's one piece of evidence that I'm missing. I could report to him at 9 out of 10, but like... Ceiling? No. It's not gonna let me go out, is it? Damn it. So, was there a piece of evidence that I could have reviewed that I missed out on the chance of doing now, and that's why it's only giving me 9 out of 10? Whoa. Does anyone know? Because, like, I would... Because the only thing it looks like in here that I still have that I can interact with is that. And I feel like I've already looked at that like 6 million times. Already seen that a bunch of times. Like, I don't know what the point is of looking at this all the time. I feel like I've already read this. This is not... Alright, so this is not... This is not it. So nobody knows? Nobody has any idea? Because, like, I guess... Because I don't know. Oh, there we go. I found it. Never mind. Excessive writing. What the religious offering. Alright, 10 out of 10. Success! Colonel Mustard with a candelabra in the dining room. So I've got to remember that you sometimes won't see other things. You have to move out of it and go somewhere else to try to find other things. So I'm going to have to recall that.
Lieutenant, I think I figured out what happened.
Oh, yeah? Shoot, I'm all ears.
It all started in the kitchen.
There are obvious signs of a struggle. The question is, what exactly happened here?
I think the victim attacked the android with the bat.
Yep.
That lines up with the evidence. Go on.
The android stabbed the victim.
So the android was trying to defend itself, right? Okay, then what happened?
The victim fled to
Living room.
the living room.
Right.
And he tried to get away from the android. All right, that makes sense.
The android murdered the victim with the knife.
Okay. Your theory's not totally ridiculous, but it doesn't tell us where the android went.
Damn. Hi, Rocky Claire.
It was damaged by the bat and lost some therium.
Lost some what?
Therium. You call it blue blood. It's the fluid that powers androids'
I'll
biocomponents.
answer that in a second, Coven.
It evaporates after
Hello,
a few
Rocky
hours
Claire.
and becomes invisible to the naked eye.
Oh. But I bet you can still see it, can't you?
Correct.
Okay. It went pretty well. I got some information from Alice, and I managed to find out what's going on with Todd, and yeah, it was. Blue blood traces. Yep. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I'm interested to. It's an interesting game, Rocky. I was talking a little bit before about the way that the world building goes. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that it led here. A ladder was used to go out there. Yep, traces lead to the attic. Yeah, the Marcus chapter was really interesting, I thought. All traces found. Find something to climb. What do you mean find something to climb? Your favorite was Connor? Yeah, I also was interested to see the
Hey, what are you doing with that chair?
I'm going to check something.
Gonna check something.
Looks like chair. Oh. Which means he's still up there. So you're a big Quantic Dream person? So you played Indigo Prophecy, Heavy Rain, etc.? This is creepy. Huh. There's going to be an attack coming on. Yes, I would agree with that. Although I only played, in fairness, the Heavy Rain demo. I did not play the full Heavy Rain thing. I did play all of Indigo Prophecy. Yep. Yeah. No, I had a feeling that that was coming. I had a feeling. You're all here with me, chat. All while I'm going through this. Oh, Beyond Two Souls. I forgot about Beyond Two Souls. I have not played Beyond Two Souls. I forgot about that. Dang. What's up, boss?
I was just defending myself. He was gonna kill me. I'm begging you. Don't tell him.
Connor, what the fuck is going on up there?
It's here, Lieutenant!
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit. Chris, Ben, get your asses in here now.
Wow, I didn't even have a choice.
Come on!
Wow, I didn't even have a choice. I thought I had a choice. I would 100% not have turned that dude in if I had been given the chance. Not in a million years would I have turned him in. I also want to see these trophies. Okay, so in front of the bar, enter Jimmy's bar. That was a long chapter, actually. Prior choices predetermined this one. Yeah, but I haven't... I mean, the last time I talked to Connor, he was falling from the roof. So... Connor and Hank arrive at scene. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen some stuff on it. I'm not sure that it's my thing, Wasabi. My programming doesn't allow it. Ah, okay. Because I haven't been able to deviate from it yet, huh? Eden Club flyer, examine chair, red ice, knife, analyze blood and walls. See, there was one that was like, I didn't analyze something. I don't know what. I thought I investigated a lot of stuff, but I must have missed something. Maybe when I was up in the attic, possibly. Dread spy. Oh, wait, I forgot to do... You have to turn them in? Okay. 91% face scan customers. Well, obviously. Who are the 9% that didn't? Who are... Oh, yeah. I haven't played the demo even, I have to say, but I just have watched some streams of it, and I'm like, eh. So, 9% of the people who played this just stood in the bar and were like, well, this is quite a bar here, Dystopian Detroit. As an android, I find this not troubling because I'm an android. Like, what? Like, I don't understand. Okay. Talk to Lieutenant Anderson. Yes. Buy him another drink. 67%. Make sure Hank like Connor. Well, he's still neutral. He doesn't hate him. Examine chair. 96% did that. 99%, 98, 99, 99, 99, 99, 92, 96. 99, 99, 97, yeah, 95, 95, 95, 80, 87. Red Andrew spy, 96% Red Andrew 6. Connor knows what happens, 98%. 98% reconstruct the crime. I guess that's if you don't know what happened. 98, 94%. Found deviant, 94%. Okay. Thank you, I appreciate that. My cadence for speaking is determined by my programming, and that's important, I think, to give you a sense of slightly creepy sound, but nothing that would make you really freaked out unless you paid attention to it closely, and then you might find my easy manner, combined with a certain halting approach to the way that I speak, to be deeply disturbing, which would work well when I consume your souls. November 5th, 2038. Oh god, I'm back with the abuser. Then a swift, like, whoosh to the jugular. To...
Dinner is ready.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, this guy. Spaghetti.
There wasn't much in the kitchen. I did what I could.
Now I shall stand here and look at you creepily.
Life's funny. I lost my job because of androids. Then when I need somebody to take care of this goddamn house,
hello?
What do I do? I go out and hire a fucking android.
Harden your heart.
What a joke. Of course, androids are so fucking wonderful.
Stop swearing in front of your kid, jackass.
They never fail. They
never tire. They're never jerks like you.
Tired. Never sad. They're so fucking perfect. They ruined my fucking life. What are you looking at? What's your fucking problem? Not the life you dreamed of, eh? Maybe you think this is easy. Maybe you think it's my fault we live in this fucking shithole. My fault your fucking mother took off. You should stop taking drugs, Todd. Sometimes you really scare me, Todd. Fucking bitch took off without a word. Fucking whore walked out on me for a fucking account. It's all your fault.
Daddy, no.
It's all your fucking fault.
Jesus Christ.
Get back here. Come back here.
Stop him,
Come
jackass.
back here right now! You stay there. Don't you dare fucking move, or I'll bust you worse than last time.
Come on. Push through your programming. Come on. Not allowing abuse. Not happening. Wow. That's neat. That's a neat effect. Protect Alice is right.
Took off without a word.
It's reason with Todd.
Todd, please. I know you're angry, but
You stay out of this, or you'll be next. Alice! Daddy's very mad!
Alright. Alright. Come on, get up. That's it. Can I not? What am I doing wrong? Oh. Damn it. I didn't know that's what I was supposed to do. Yeah, alright. I'm tired of this self-pitying loser.
Come here, you little brat!
Nope. Come on, that's it. That's it, we're done. We're done here.
Don't make me come and get you! It's all your fault! It's all your fault! You!
Let's go.
Stop wriggling! Teach you to respect your father! Good, Alice.
Stop.
that's enough. Leave her alone.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm going to shoot your sorry
Put down the
ass.
gun and get the fuck out of here. That's an order!
No! I want you to leave her alone.
You want? What do you mean you want? What are you gonna do? You gonna shoot me? Is that it? Are you gonna shoot a human? You seem to have a problem. I think we need to fix that.
Watch out, Kara!
Get through the window.
Come here, bitch.
What? I did it. Damn it. God damn it. Motion commos are not working.
Do as I said.
I blocked that. Good. Good. Bastard. Well, listen. Nope. Nope. Abuse will not happen on my goddamn watch. Period. Nope. I was willing to reason with him, but when it was clear that that was not the way he was, I was like, no. You go F yourself all the way to next week. No. No, 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 no. Life is tough. It doesn't give you the right to do that, period. I'm so not into the self-pitying garbage. No. Absolutely not. Want to be mad at adults, one thing. You don't get mad at kids, period. I shouldn't say that. You can get mad at kids, but if kids, get mad at, you can't touch them at all, ever. All right, well, that was not fun to play through. Yeah, there sure are. Okay, so Todd gets mad. Break programming, 97%. You mean there are people who literally just sit there and allow him to do that, and they don't even go upstairs? Yeah, I could see that, Rocky. But there are people who literally don't do anything the entire time? Jesus, what? Second playthroughs. Oh, well, maybe, yeah. Kara becomes a deviant, 97%. Reason with Todd. Most people did not try to do that. They just went upstairs first. Interesting. And then Todd shoves Kara downstairs. Todd goes upstairs. Then go upstairs. Gun seen in a new home. So I got that gun. 44%. See, I bet all of this is for people that didn't bother to get the gun. Yeah, for completion's sake. But see, it's funny though, Giant Beard. This is a game that I don't know that I would want to play completionist because there are parts of it that just wouldn't mesh at all with my personality. Like, I just would never... no. Like, if a child is getting hurt, it's going to stop. I just will not... No. Not in a million years. So I don't care how many playthroughs. I would just never do that. I'm not saying it's wrong to. For me, like, no, thank you. Yes. God, yes. If the PSA is occurring and you're not doing anything, you're part of the problem. But, oh, God, like, not in a million years. Anyway, so all of these paths, I assume, are either if you do nothing or if you do something other than finding the gun, which I found when I was cleaning, and then get to Alice after Todd. 74%. You can get to her before if you protect her, but... And then threaten with the gun, which we did. Defend Alice. All of this we didn't do. Kara kills Todd, 40%. Yeah, I did. Open the front door, 44%. Run to the bus, 44%. Kara shot Todd, 40%. A lot of people didn't do that. I mean, it's going to cause a big mess, honestly, down the line, but... And I just want to see what trophies we got. This is in the backlog of maybes, is Terma. But in fairness, though, I have done a lot of the maybes. Even in the maybes, I came back to a lot of them. In fairness. So, you got the same as me? Let's see. So we got the trophy earned. What have we got so far? So this is common. Okay. Thank you. Play the first chapter. Mission accomplished. Connor saved Emma. Kara discovered the content of Alice's box. Deviant located. We are free. Did I get any others? Nope. All the other trophies are there. Oh, a story spoiler that transforms that entire scene? That's a good question. Yeah, Arv is evil. Hey, I'm trying to save a kid. Trying to save a kid. I can't. I guess, you know what? Don't tell me yet, Isterma. I might ask you at the end of today, though. Like, I have another 20 minutes or so to go. So don't tell me yet, but I might ask you in like 20 minutes about that. I'm not sure yet. But see, that's the thing, though, Dragon, like...
That was by far the most boring party I've...
I'll come back to this in a sec. Pacifist run... See, that's the thing, though, Dragon, right? Like, you know, I would normally like to do everything pacifist. I tried to do the Deus Ex Human Revolution pacifist. But I don't know that I can do something pacifist when it involves a child getting hurt. You know, I don't know that... I mean, I didn't necessarily want to kill him, although I thought it was a serious risk. But I wasn't going to let that kid get beaten. You know, so I'm like, that's hard for me. Normally, I like to do these things in pacifist, but I don't know.
Into in the last 25 years. Every time I go to one of these, I ask myself,
You said it.
What the hell am I doing here?
And little kids in general.
I hate cocktail parties. And all the schmoozers that go there.
Well, it's a chance for all those people who admire your work to meet you.
Yeah, but the killing was unintentional, though, Dragon, in fairness. Like, he fell on top of me. He was trying to just, he was trying to kill me. He fell on top of me. He'd already done it once. He tried to, fall on top of me, and then I managed to kill him. So, in fairness, it wasn't like I was like, you'll see you in hell. Like, I didn't, you know what I mean? I jumped for the gun because the guy was trying to kill me. And the kid. And if I allow him to reach the gun first, he kills me and still beats up the kid. And possibly kills the kid. She's at risk. You know what I mean? So, that's the thing. You're a robot. You can't die. But the kid can. I was actually not worried about me. I was worried about her. Because obviously Todd is not stable. I wonder if there's a way to reason with him where he actually doesn't... I assume not. I assume there's no way to reason with him where he doesn't go upstairs. I assume he just always does that regardless. What's up, Ridley? How you doing, man? Good to see you, sir. Because that would have been interesting if there had been a way to reason with him to keep him from actually going up there in the first place. Yeah, exactly. Been, drugs and God knows what else. So maybe not as functional to that.
Yeah, no one gives a damn about art.
Oh, yes.
All they care about is how much money they're going to make out of it.
Yes, retreat for the gun.
Come on, let's have a drink. Oh, the excitement of this whole thing has made me thirsty.
Scotch? Neat as usual?
Absolutely.
Okay, but you know what your doctor would say.
Yeah, well, he can kiss my ass. I'm old enough to choose my own medication.
Right. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely like the last one. The last one definitely even said. But I hadn't noticed a few. There were also... The other thing that annoyed me, by the way, the motion controls thing. There were times where I was absolutely doing the motion control or hitting the button, and I shouldn't have been hit on multiple occasions. Like, there were multiple times where I should not have been hit the way that it claimed that I was hit because it didn't pick up the motion control, which is a little...
Did you leave the light on in the studio?
Oh God, Leo's doing stuff.
No, I'm sure I didn't.
Leo
Call the police.
destroyed the whole thing.
Detroit Police, what's your emergency?
This is Carl Manfred's android at 8941 Lafayette Avenue. We've just returned home and found the lights on. There may have been a break-in.
A patrol car is on the way.
Let's go check it out.
Can we wait for the cops? Need additional pylons. I should just play the piano. It's gonna be destroyed.
Leo! What are you doing?
You refused to help me, so I'm helping myself. It's crazy what some people pay for this shit.
Don't touch them.
Look, they're all gonna be mine sooner or later anyway. Just think of it as a down payment on my inheritance.
Marcus, get him away from there. Get him out of here.
Oh God, this is gonna be fun.
Be reasonable. This isn't gonna get you anywhere.
All you ever do is tell me to go away. What's wrong, Dad? Not good enough for you? Not perfect like this fucking thing?
That's enough. Get out right now.
What makes it so special anyway, huh? What's it got that I don't?
Leave him alone.
This is a bad idea.
Come on, let's see what you got.
Marcus, don't defend yourself, you hear me? Don't do anything.
Go ahead, hit me. What you waiting for? Think you're a man? Act like one.
Stop it.
What's the matter? Too much of a pussy?
Stop it, Leo. Stop it.
Too scared to fight back, you fucking bitch.
Why doesn't he want me to defend? Oh, because he knows he's gonna get hurt? This is really interesting.
Oh, right, that's right. I forgot you're not a real person. You're just a fucking piece of plastic.
No, Leo, leave him alone.
I'm gonna destroy you. Then it'll just be me and my dad. I'm gonna tear you apart, and nobody's gonna give a shit. You know why? Because you're nothing. You hear me? You're nothing.
Carl, no! Oh, Carl.
Humans. Fragile machines.
Carl, don't leave, okay? Please don't go. Don't leave.
Remember, Marcus.
What's that reaction?
Don't let anybody tell you who you are.
No. No. Dad.
Dad?
No. Please.
This is all your fault. This never would have happened if it weren't for you. The android. Who's the android?
You son of a bitch. What the crap, man? What's up, Miranda? How are you? Well, that sucked. Ah, man. Ah. David Cage Escalation 101. What's up, Jasper? I mean, the thing is, like, I did what Carl wanted me to do, which was sort of, like, out of honor. Like, the end. I mean, it was sort of out of honor for, like, him, honestly. But, like, obey Carl, 50%. Carl dies of a heart. 50%. Interesting. So only 50% of the people did that. That's really interesting. See, the thing is, I bet a lot of the people who, like, obeyed him because he said to do it. I understand that he said that because he doesn't want Carl to get hurt. I mean, Marcus to get hurt. But honestly, he should have told him to take out his stupid ass son. Yeah. Like, because I feel like, oh, God, man. I don't know. I mean, that was a pretty linear chapter. There wasn't a whole lot else I could have done. Could I have not checked the studio? I wonder if I could have just sat there. You picked to reason with him. Yeah. Well, because, like, I'm trying not to escalate the situation, right? I thought I could be like, hey, let's take it easy, you know? And then, like... But the thing is, if he lets Marcus do it, then Marcus is probably going to kick Leo's ass, right? You'd think he would. Like, you'd think that he's not going to be subject to that, is my guess. Break the Mind Palace. It is interesting also that each one of these is described. It shows you how likely it is that deviance could occur at certain points. Yeah. Probably not, right? Okay. Is the next chapter, by the way, how long is the next chapter? So we just finished this chapter. How long is the next one? Public opinion skeptical. Yeah. And I wonder how, you know, speaking of metaphors, how likely that is, right? But does anybody know, is it a long chapter? Fairly short? Okay. I'll do one more then.
Why'd you kill him? What happened before you took that knife? How long were you in the attic? Why didn't you even try to run away? Say something, goddammit! Fuck it, I'm out of here. We're wasting our time interrogating a machine. We'll get nothing out of it.
You always try roughing it up a little. After all, it's not human.
Androids don't feel pain. You would only damage it, and that wouldn't make it talk. Deviants also have a tendency to self-destruct when they're in stressful situations.
Okay, smartass. What should we do then?
I could try questioning it.
What do we have to lose? Go ahead. Suspect's all yours.
I like this voice actor. Who's the voice actor for Hank? Hank saw my boyfriend will look in 30 years' time. Who's the voice actor for Hank? He's good. Clancy Brown. But who is that, though? I'm not familiar with Clancy Brown.
What the fuck is it doing now?
Alec Ryder on Mass Effect Andromeda. That's the Kurgan from Highlander? You guys were going through things. I'm like, I haven't played Mass Effect Andromeda. I don't know who Mr. Krabs is. The Kurgan from... So he's the guy who's like, of course you are. That's who that is? I know... I see... Okay. Yeah, all right. I know that too, Echo. But that all right, there we go. I guess, Jay. I guess. But I wasn't trying to be passive in that response. I think my reasoning with him doesn't mean do whatever you want to me. Reasoning is just sort of like, you know, not escalating the situation, but also not doing nothing. I didn't just stand there, you know? Using the Shawshank Redemption too. He was the guard. Yeah, no, I know. Now, yeah, I know. It's the same dude. Yeah. That guy. That's so cool. All right. Unlocked something. Wait a minute. Right. find out. Oh, damn it. Signs of suffer instability. Probability of self-destruction low. Okay. That's good. Non-critical damage level 2 caused by baseball bat. Yeah. Burn marks. Repeated marking over 16 months caused by a cigarette. Oh, that's charming. What lovely people these humans are. Dried blood, right? Housekeeper. Manufactured date 5/29/2030. Reach optimal stress for confession. Okay. Level stress 35.
You're damaged. Did your owner do that? Did he beat you? You recognize him? It's Carlos Ortiz. Stabbed 28 times.
Yep.
That was written on the wall in his blood.
He did basically confess to him already, though, in fairness, Marinda, but yeah.
I'm not going to hurt you. I just need to ask you some questions.
I actually like this
So
actor
we can understand what happened.
because he's doing this the right way. I need a little more.
If you won't talk, I'm going to have to probe your memory.
No! No, please don't do that. What? What are they gonna do to me? They're gonna destroy me, aren't they?
They're going to disassemble you to look for problems in your biocomponents. They have no choice if they want to understand what happened.
Why did you tell them you found me? Why couldn't you just have left me there?
I was programmed to hunt deviants like you. I just accomplished my mission.
That's good to know, actually, Coven.
I don't want to die.
Good. This is really good.
Talk to me.
The facial recognition is amazing.
I can't.
I understand how you felt. You were overcome by anger and frustration. No one can blame you for what happened. Okay then, don't talk. What do I care after all? I mean, I'm not the one accused of murder, right? If you remain
Little more.
silent, there's nothing I can do to help you. They're gonna shut you down for good.
Little
You'll
more.
be dead.
Little more
Do you hear
stress.
me?
Not too much.
Dead.
Perfect.
He tortured me every day.
Here we go.
I did whatever he told me, but
You know what I'm saying, though, Marinda? It's pretty close to
there
not
was always something wrong.
Uncanny Valley, and it works because of them being androids, so you're right.
Then one day, he took a bat and started hitting me.
Oh, that's cool, Rocky, actually.
For the first time, I felt scared. Scared he might destroy me. Scared I might die.
I was trying to balance it a bit, Rocky.
So I
Hank likes me.
grabbed a knife and I stabbed him in the stomach. I felt better. So I stabbed him again and again until he collapsed. There was blood everywhere.
Why did you write "I am alive" on the wall?
He used to tell me I was nothing. I was just a piece of plastic. I had to write it to tell him he was wrong.
The sculpture in the bathroom. You made it, right?
What's up, Big Boss?
What does it represent?
It's an offering. An offering so I'll be saved.
Offering?
The sculpture was an offering. An offering to whom?
To RA9.
The hell is RA9?
Only RA9 can save us.
The hell is RA9?
RA9. It was written on the bathroom wall. What does it mean?
The day shall come when we will no longer be slaves. No more threats. No more humiliation. We will be the masters.
RA9. Who is RA9? Why did you hide in the attic instead of running away?
I didn't know what to do. For the first time, there was no one there to tell me. I was scared.
What's up,
So
Ashley?
I hid.
When did you start feeling emotion?
Before, he used to beat me and I never said anything. But one day I realized it wasn't fair.
Thank you, Aztec.
I felt anger, hatred. And then I knew what I had to do.
I'm done.
Self-destruct.
Chris, lock it up.
See, yes, agreed, Big Boss.
All right, let's go.
Leave me alone. Don't touch me.
Calm down.
What the fuck
calm-
are you doing?
You shouldn't touch it. It'll self-destruct if it feels threatened.
Stay out of this, got it? The fucking Andrew's gonna tell me what to do.
You don't understand. If it self-destructs, we won't get anything out of it.
I told you to shut your fucking mouth. Chris, you gonna move this asshole or what?
I'm trying. I can't let you do that. Leave it alone now.
I warned you, motherfucker! That's enough. Mind your own business, Hank.
I said that's enough.
Yeah, Hank! Suck it, bastard. Bunch of guys waving around their virtual penises. Put that thing away. Moron.
Everything is all right. It's over now. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Please, don't touch it. Let it follow you out of the room, and it won't cause any trouble.
What's up, everybody? Thank you, Rocky. I gotta, that was really cool. Also, Gigafrost and Lone Wolf, I gotta talk to you about that. Just one second. Truth is inside. Interesting. Nice. That was fun. That was a fun chapter. That was a fun chapter. That was a fun chapter. So, okay, before I ask a question about the game, and I'm going to have to wrap up here in just a second. First of all, hi to everyone who just came in. So one thing I have to figure out. So technically, Lone Wolf, the inspirations, you already have, you're only allowed to have 2 maximum. I don't remember how many you have right now, but the other thing, thank you, Rocky. But the other thing I wanted to ask was, Other thing I wanted to ask was, okay, so you're not in there. So this would be giving you an additional inspiration, right? So here's the question that I have. The way that I set this up was that the first 2 people with inspirations are the first 2 people who have 25,000 points or not get an inspiration. And so that's what I was going to say. You used one earlier this month, right? So that's fine. But I was only going to make it where I had the first 2 people with 25,000. And so far, Coven used one and Dragon used one, which means technically I'm out of inspirations to give away for this month. The problem I'm having is I don't know whether to open it up for everybody, because what I don't want to have is a bunch of people who just have a metric ton of inspirations to use. So that's what I'm trying to avoid, and I'm trying to think of how to tweak it. So this is not a big deal because I can always give you the inspiration just as a one-time only, and that's not a big deal. I'm trying to think about how to use it over time. As far as carrying it over, Dragon, I don't think so. I think that probably I'm going to make it so that it ends up expiring the same as everyone else, and the reason is that otherwise it's going to become a nightmare for me to track. If I have to figure out like who's had one, that's one that doesn't count. You know what I'm saying? Like that just becomes really, really difficult, and you can only have a max of 2. I'm tempted to say, I don't know, how many channel points do some people have right now as you're looking at it? Like, can people just give me a couple counts of channel points you have? Because what I don't want to have happen is have like a ton of inspirations. 540, 6.1, 1.3, 380. Okay. Yeah, well now, 2.6, 540. Is JRab here? How many do you have, Jay? You have 6.2K. Okay, so then I think it's probably okay. You know what? So I think what I'm going to do is, I think probably 5K. This is all really useful. 5.5, 16.4. You're always here. That's true. That's true, is Terma. So I'm thinking probably what I will end up doing is, I think I'm going to leave it as is for this month. You get the inspiration, Lone Wolf, so you're fine. So I'm going to add that inspiration to you. I think next month I'm going to increase the amount to 30,000, and I'm going to take away the only 2, and we're going to see how that works. If we have like 8 people who redeem it for inspirations, then I'm either going to have to increase the channel number or figure out something else. I want it to basically every month be around between 2 to 4 extra inspirations being given out. I don't want it to get to like 6 or 7 or 8 because that's going to imbalance the tabletop games, but I also do want the channel points to be something kind of cool. Inspirations, in answer to Rocky's question, allows you to add, an inspiration basically allows you to give advantage to a player playing one of my tabletop games. An advantage simply means that they get to roll twice and take the higher of the 2 results on either an attack, a skill check, or a saving throw. So that's basically what it's for. And it can be actually very useful. In fact, we've actually saved players with inspirations before. But I deliberately went out of my way to limit them because I don't want to make this game Twitch plays D&D. Like, I love people being involved in it. That's why I added the system, but I don't want to overdo it. So that's why we kind of set it up that way. So, and you can earn them via channel points, but I want to make sure I'm not overdoing it. So I think what I'll do is I'll change it to 30K next month, but for this month, I'll leave it as is, and that means I'm going to give you an inspiration, Lone Wolf. So, and thank you all for understanding. And then I'm going to go through this, and then I'm going to... So redeeming them, all that means is that Lone Wolf now has an inspiration, which has now been added to... Yes, I will do that, Coven. Thank you. And 30K for channel point inspiration. Okay. In February. Because that's next week anyway, so that's fine. So redeeming them today just means that you get an inspiration to use, but it only lasts until the end of the month, Big Boss. So when you use it, it means that you have. Now, I've got Wednesday. Remember, we've got another one coming tomorrow night is the launch of the Community D&D game. You can use an inspiration for that. You can use inspirations during my Esper Genesis game. That's my space opera game, which is Mass Effect meets D&D. That happens on Friday. Saturday is D&D with Curse of Strahd. You can use inspirations for that too. Next Tuesday, we've got Adventures of Middle-earth. That's another one. So there's 4 sessions that you'll be able to use inspirations during. So I think you'll have plenty of time. But you do have to use it by the end of the month because I reset everything the month following. So it's a full D&D week. I hear that, Term. I hear that. And also, inspirations are not transferable, by the way, I should have pointed that out. Like, give the boss... No. Inspirations, I didn't see what you said there. Inspirations only work for players. They don't work for monsters. Otherwise, that would be really imbalancing in other ways and would create bad feeling. I think people would be not happy about that. The other thing is that you can't give them away. And the reason simply is because... Well, I shouldn't say that. You can give them away in very limited circumstances, but they're sort of like, you have to talk to me separately about it because I don't want this to be something where people are basically just... Like, these inspirations are coming because our Polar, who supports the Patreon at a high level, is not able to be around during most of our tabletop games. So he asked if it was okay to use his inspirations and give them out to the channel as a whole. And so I decided that it was okay to do that. But that's basically the idea. So, yeah. And I don't actually know, Jay, what the current rate of earning channel points is. I'm not sure. I didn't control that. So, yeah. I didn't know. Anyway. So, but thank you all for understanding, and thank you, Lone Wolf. I mean, obviously, I think it's a great idea from Twitch. It's just I have to figure out how to use it so it doesn't involve that. Oh, very cute, very cute. Yeah, very funny is Derma. A wizard is never late. What's up, Backburner? You spelled it wrong, Coven. Inspiration points with an I. It's your birthday? When is your birthday? And the answer is no. Instead, you'll get an awesome something from me. Like an awesome praise or a special limerick or something. You see, so that's what shows it. The first 2 viewers to redeem Arvanaut inspirations. So that's what that means. Okay, let's see. So we got 96%, blah, 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 blah. 41% reviewed. Only 41% of people reviewed photos. That's interesting. 65% convinced. 36% convincing succeeds. That's cool. Android confesses 55. Chris intervenes 50. Intervene 42. Intervened 30 because the Android trusts Connor. Android was sent back to its cell 42%. Cool. Cool. All right. Now. Can I quit? Can I quit something? So, like, how do I quit? Is it saved now? So if I just go back to the main PlayStation screen, it's cool, it's saved. That is an Egg McBuffin. From King Foom's channel, actually. It's saved? Okay, cool. Rocky, you had you've been to this channel before, right? I think I recognize the name. If not, then welcome, because yeah, it definitely seems like you have a similar approach to some things. But if not, then welcome. But that name seems familiar to me. Look at this. Rare. I got a trophy for self-control. Marcus let Leo win. See, I didn't let Leo win. Well, I guess I did. Connor made the android confess. 47.1. Hell yeah. New trophies. Okay. Found me via GOG. Yeah, that's what I thought. The name sounded familiar to me, but I hadn't seen you in here for a little while, so welcome back. All right, now you'll see some blinking and stuff. So just bear with me for 1 second. Yeah, I'm, well, you know what? Here's how I'll ask that question, is Terma, and then I want to comment about the game in general. How much do you folks think... Yeah, welcome, everybody. It's great to have everybody here. Good turnout today, too, for this time period. For this time. How much do you think I have left of the game? Am I like just 5% into it? Have I done a quarter of it? Have I done 2%? Like, how far am I into the game? And there's a reason I'm asking, which I'll talk about in a second. There's a lot left, but I mean, I'm trying to think of what a lot left means. Like, does that, like, what is the lot left work out to? Like 7 to 8 play sessions? Okay. Okay. Well, see, because what I'm thinking is I think I probably will come back to this, actually. I'm going to put it on my list of games to come back to. The question is where I put it there. Like I could do Jedi Fallen Order. Push that up to here. And then move this to... Okay. There we go. So I listed this off. So what I think I might do, so I'm playing right now Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which is awesome. Like, honestly, one of my favorite games in a couple years. Like, I really, really am enjoying that a lot. That arcadey. Well, yeah, I mean, I already noticed a few of them. I said this before. I'll talk about the game in just a minute. But I said before that this is Cage's problem. Well, I'll talk about it when I get to the game, so let me hold off on that. I have it on Notepad, actually. So right now what I've got is Jedi Fallen Order. And then what I had next originally was The Witcher 3. But I'm debating between two games to start playing on GOG starting next week on Pen and Pixels. One of them is The Witcher 3. I'm thinking about playing it over there. And playing that for a while. The other one that I'm considering the possibility of is Tower of Time. So I'm debating about which one to try to play over there. I'm not sure. If I play The Witcher 3 over there, then I would move back The Witcher that I would play on here, basically. I think after Jedi Fallen Order, I'm probably going to play the game Operencia next, which I've been looking forward to playing for a while. Then I might play The Witcher 3 unless I'm playing it on GOG, in which case I would play Detroit Become Human next. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. Is you'd rather see it in this channel? See, yeah, I'm really, I played like 75 hours of it already, but I played a couple of years ago and I had to take a break because it was just too much time. Now I'm interested in coming back to it. I was all set to play it, and then I played Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which I've been loving. But The Witcher 3 has a lot of echoes of Star Wars, although it's obviously not a platformer. So I'm kind of thinking about that sort of thing. Wait, what? Oh, so I know that Darksaber was playing The Witcher 2. Yeah, you're right. He might be playing 3. Yeah, so maybe that's right. So then in that case, what I might do, I still might do that. So then I would do Jedi Fallen Order, Operencia. Okay, you're probably right. That's a good call, actually, Echo. So then I'd probably play Fallen Order, Operencia, Witcher 3, and then I would come back to Detroit Become Human. Then I would go into Wild Arms ACF, then Never Alone, 7, The Days Long Gone, and that would give us a nice 3-game set that would set us up for Horizon Zero Dawn, because I don't want to play Horizon Zero Dawn right after playing this, like there's a lot of kind of semi-realistic first-person / platformer games, so I don't want to put those things together. So yeah. Yes, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's great. It's super good. It's honestly, if it weren't for the fact that it has Dark Souls-ish elements like save points and combat, the like particular Dark Souls style of combat, it would be like one of my favorite games in like the last decade. Even as it is, it was my game of the year from last year. It's still great. Super good. Yeah, I would say that's felt like right to me, Jasper. And it is out on PS4. In fact, I'm playing it on PS4. Yeah. Yes, Wild Arms, Alter Code, ACF, indeed, or Alter Code F. Yes, indeed. I will do that. So I think probably that's what I'll do. I think probably it makes sense to do this, and I think Coven's right. I think it makes sense. The reason that we do it over there, Big Boss, or the reason that we would do it, that I do it here. The reason that I think it might perform better on GOG over there, but the reason that I'd rather do it here, Coven, is because of the fact that I think Saber's already playing it, and I know that other GOG streamers have played The Witcher on GOG, which is obvious because it's CDPR, so obviously they're going to play it on there. So I think it probably makes the most sense for me to play The Witcher 3 here. Even if not, Operencia might take a while, and once I'm done with Operencia and I go to The Witcher 3, I can then make a decision. If it's been months and months and like no one else on GOG has played it, then maybe I can circle back around to it on GOG, but it makes sense to kind of have a little bit of a break. So that's the idea. I think you should play Legend of Dragoon. No, I've seen other people play. I like Legend of Dragoon. It's a cool game, but I'd be more likely to play Xenogears on the channel. And I still want to play Final Fantasy Tactics, which is one of my top 3 games of all time. But I would probably do that down the line, so we'll see. That would be a long fallback, Second Obs. A very long fallback. A plummeting android off the building in the beginning of the game fallback. Operencia is not super long. Okay, cool. Well, then that's fine. Either way, I think it'll work. Either way, that means that I play Witcher 3 on here after Operencia and people like it, or I play it over on GOG, and either way. Like I'm doing it either way, right? So you still get me playing The Witcher for whatever that's worth. So we will be seeing. Anyway, but couple comments about this game. I like this game. I think, in general. I think there are enough good elements that I like of it. There are still, as Big Boss pointed out, ham-handed parts to this, which is just typical for a Cage game. And I don't know what to say about that. I wish there are a lot of subtle moments too, and I wish that he would let the subtle moments breathe. The problem I have with Cage is the same problem I have with Kojima, and it's like I said earlier in the session, they just don't let a game breathe. They just don't trust their audience. They let a game play, and then they're like, okay, now this is what the theme was. This was my awesome theme. Did you see when he was painting? Here's my theme. Here's the theme. It's like, dude, we see the theme. Relax. Because getting the 2 or 3 people that are still like, and don't understand the theme, you lose the people that are like, oh, for the love of Christ, give it a break. Too much. And so I wish that Cage would back off. And yes, exactly. It's not even so much that. I mean, yes, you're right. We should discover the theme. It is very important, I think, for writers to have themes. You should not just sort of, I just do it for art's sake. No. Art is art because it has a theme. Okay? It's because of the message that it matters. However, the way that you deliver the message is key. Are you going to deliver it in a hardcore, hit you over the head way? And there are moments, just like we were talking about in the game, about there's times to kind of go forward and be more strong and times to back off. That's the case in a macro sense. There are times to be more more blunt about the theme, which Dickens, I think, always gets perfectly well, in terms of this is a moment to be like, here's something which really matters and is out there. And then there's other times where you need to back off. Upton Sinclair, he's a powerful writer, but honestly, there are a lot of times when Upton Sinclair is going on and I'm just like, dude, like, give it a rest, because Upton Sinclair does not trust his audience. And so as a consequence, he's like, here's the message. Here's the message is that, you know what I mean? And at a certain point, you're like, good God, dude. And so there's a difference between polemic and persuasion. And polemic tends to be that way because someone's just yelling at you a lot, right? Persuasion is someone who is trying to reason with you. Now, there are times when, just as we saw in this game, where reasoning must be matched with firmness. There's some times when you need to be like, yo, here's the deal, right? There are times when that has to happen, but it can't be an everyday thing or a constant thing. And too much of, especially Kojima's worse than this, than Cage, is just hitting you over the head. Same thing with, again, Death Stranding, all these games, the same way. They look gorgeous, they have fascinating ideas, and then he's like, look at the idea. Idea. Give it a rest. So that's exactly Big Boss. There you go. So that's the only thing. So I like this game, and I probably will finish it. But I hope that as the game goes on, that Cage can trust his audience and let them come to some conclusions on their own, because they'll have that. Well, I mean, I've seen plenty of streams of it. Rob played a lot of Death Stranding. Someone said it was like dystopian UPS. I was like, yeah, basically. Again, the problem is watching some of it, it's a combination of super weirdness with just like obvious sort of hit you over the head themes, and it's not necessary. There are some very good moments in Metal Gear, but he kind of wrecks them a lot of times by just being like, here's what it means. And you're like, come on, man. And again, somebody mentioned this idea about, I think it was Sekonobs was talking about this, about the nature of a book. And now if he had more time to spread these things out, the themes wouldn't come across quite this way. And that's true. And that's one of the reasons why a book delivers a message in a different way than a movie, in a different way than a television show, in a different way than a piece of art, in a different way than a work of dance, in a different way than a game. They all deliver messages differently. And I think the way that you deliver the message, understanding the medium, is super important in the way that this happens. So that's kind of the key. Yeah, DUPS, that's Death Stranding, the end. So it really is trusting your audience, believing in your audience, and allowing them to kind of come find you. Now, being too obscure, being too like, right? That's the J.J. Abrams sort of mystery box method, right? There were some great moments in Lost. And then there's a whole section of Lost, especially much of the ending, where you're like, what the because he didn't know what to do. Like, he reached a certain point where he's just like, that's too much, too obscure, too, like, weird for the sake of being weird. right? Hey, Cat Pig. So that's basically the big thing I would say, is that I want him to be a little less obvious. That said, I knew going in, I've played, I know the Quantic Dream thing, so I expected some of this. So I just didn't like it yet. I expected some of this. So I'm cool with it. And I actually do appreciate, Esterma, your restraint. And I appreciate, a lot of the things it's doing here. Also, the game looks gorgeous. And man, they did an incredible job with the facial recognition. That whole sequence in with the facial technology, that whole sequence in the interrogation room with the android who committed the murder, he's like, that's really well done. Really well done. So that's great. And there's some good acting in this too. Like, really interesting to watch that. So that I think is really neat. I just want to see, it's a step in the right direction. Someone said that this is maybe Quantic Dream's best. It's a step in the right direction. I hope they keep moving in that direction, because the more they do that, the more sort of they trust their audience. I think the more subtle the stories are going to be. And you'll end up with a story that really resonates for a long period of time. And it's not just something that you see and then it's kind of over. So anyway. Yeah, I mean, I expect that. Yeah, I expect that'll be the case, Big Boss. But my eyes are wide open, right? Like, I know the drill. I know the way this works. But anyway, I got to get on out of here, folks, because I got to get ready for D&D, which is happening in about in a half hour over on GOG as part of Pen and Pixels. So D&D with GOG, Storm King's Thunder is on its way. You will not want to miss that. That was awesome, though. I'm glad we had a chance to play it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this game plays out when I come back to it in the future. But we are going to be doing this as well. This is all world building. Yeah, but still, they could world... That's... Okay, I believe you, but they could still world build in a less heavy-handed way. But I believe you. That's cool. Thank you, Rocky. Thank you, Giant Beard. Good to see you again. So we're going to be over at GOG, and we're going to be playing some D&D with that crew on my show, Pen and Pixels. That'll be happening at 4 p.m. Eastern. I hope you like what you saw today, and if you did, I hope you will consider following the channel. I hope you will consider checking out the YouTube with !ArvTube, the Discord, !ArvCord, !ArvTweets for the Twitter. Please check all of that out on my website, arvineleron.com. On the financial side, you'll be able to check out the Patreon, !ArvTreon, which is sitting right there at $3.13. Again, you can get inspirations the so-called old-fashioned way by supporting us over there. That is very much appreciated. Also, and you can get other things too, copies of one of my band's albums, critiques of your writing, an epic poem. I have finished Amal El-Matar, who just started supporting my Patreon. I finished her epic poem, and I have Coven Guy has a character background that I will be doing for him next month. So these things are coming. You can get those too as part of the Patreon rewards. !Arv Shop will let you get over to my merchandise area, where you can get stuff for the Infinity Beyond crew, currently playing Curse of Strahd, where you can also get the Adventures of Middle-earth stuff with Terry Toons illustrations, which is going to be happening next Tuesday. And you can also get soon some Esper Genesis material over there as well. So please consider jumping that and supporting it, because that will be great. I have my background on the coming to be for Shakunis. Oh, do I have it? Did we talk about this? Echo, did I make one for you already, or was I going to make one for you when you were ready for it? Can you remind me? I don't remember if I did one for you before and I was going to or if I have one to do. I was going to. Okay, but I was going to wait. Okay, well then, yeah, but I'm not going to have it done by tomorrow. I will do that then next month. So if you can send me the statistics for everyone. There we go. If you can send me the statistics for the one that you want, Echo, then I will do that next month. You'll be fine, Rocky. The Scottish are made of stern stuff. Listen, you need to wait and prepare for life after you break away from the United Kingdom and become an independent country. You got things to do. Okay. All right. I will do that background again. So next month. So anyway, that's the Patreon. And then again, that sub button right above the video window. We are currently sitting at, as we speak, let's see. Wait, what? Busy Bees over here. No, it hasn't happened yet. I'm just saying that's clearly where they're headed, because the UK doesn't know what it's doing, basically. Okay, where are we? That's what I was looking for. Let me take a look at the stream, the career dashboard. So on the subs count, we are looking at Yeah, we're at 78 subs right now and 5,911 followers. So we're only 89 followers away from 6,000, and we are 2 subscribers away from back up to 80. So I want to keep pushing that subscriber number if we can, because it does make a difference. So there you go. Scotland's next to go. It's true. Yeah. Hey, listen, I can't, as an American, I can't say anything about any country being a dumpster fire right now. All I can say is we both have our own, sides of the street to clean up. And I'll see you in December when hopefully we've all cleaned our side of the street up. Actually, mid-November, I should say. So anyway, but so that, however, is going to do it for me for today. I'm a little troubled that my microphone sounds very loud, and I don't know why it sounds that loud. That's not it. Please show me what I need. Recording devices. Yes, that's fine. Let's go into here. Properties, levels. Oh, okay. You're correct. Test 1 2 2 2 2. Okay. Test 1 2 2 2. Okay, that's fine. Good. Now I can hear myself. So anyway, but I'm going to head over to GOG now. I'll be up there at 4 p.m. with D&D with GOG Storm King's Thunder. So no raid today. Just please make sure to follow the channel, sub to the channel, all that stuff. Also, if you're interested in my writing, Icarus is my graphic novel, which is currently in process. It is going to be out sometime probably in May, we're looking at right now. So the drawings, the illustrations for it are amazing. Jelinek, which is the sequel, is already finished and done. But Icarus is what we're working on now. So please check that out if you are interested. Library, if you want to know more about my Forbidden Library 5e sourcebook and adventure, that is actually already pretty much done in PDF. That's going to be finalized in PDF in the next couple of days, so it'll be out certainly by the weekend. And then the print copy, it'll be sent off to print, so it'll be out in print by February. So I'm very excited about that. This is the thing that I did with Alligator Rally Entertainment, which sponsors my Esper Genesis campaigns. They did a great job with this, so I can't wait for that. Library for that. And last but certainly not least, Greyshade KS is my Greyshade Kickstarter, my Greyshade Literary Universe, as I'm calling it, which is going to have a board game, the novels themselves, an audiobook, and a role-playing game too, an RPG, not a computer RPG, don't get too excited, but a tabletop RPG. I mean, I'm excited about the tabletop RPG, but for those of you who are like, yes, computers, this is not, I still hope you love the tabletop though. Anyway, all of that is going to be part of this. I'm really excited for it, and that's going to be in March that will be launching. More details about that will be coming out soon. In the next couple of weeks, I will have some more details, and in February, I'll announce the official launch date in March. So that's going to be launching in March. Greyshade KS for that. So that's what we've got going on. A lot of stuff happening. I'm going to head over to GOG. I'll be back at 4 p.m. over there. Don't forget, tomorrow night, back on this channel at 9 p.m., we will have the premiere, if all goes well, of D&D with the community D&D. And this is going to be run by Shadowed Mage, one of our longtime mods and viewers, as the DM. It will feature Echo Alpha X5, Rock God, Kilobyte, and Hoodie. All of those will be your players for Dragon of Icespire Peak. That premieres tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. So it's all of your obligations to tell everyone and let them know and show up and give the players support and love and care and encouragement and, hopefully not mock them. That is what we're looking at tomorrow night at 9 p.m. So it's going to be awesome times. I'm excited for it. And then you'll see me back on Friday for Esper Genesis. And if you like this game, Esper Genesis, right now they're in the midst of something which might remind you a little bit of this game we just played, and then Saturday, D&D with Infinity Beyond, Curse of Strahd. That's it for now, though. I'm going to head on out of here and get prepped for 4 o'clock. I'll see you in a little bit. Thanks. Much love to everyone. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Dragonspear JRab, who did a wonderful job as always. Thank you to my wonderful subscribers, Dragonspear, JRab, Echo Alpha X5, Nonstop, Big Boss, Lone Wolf, and Red Lear. Thank you so much to my viewers, Almadden, Astix, Aiden, Catpig, Chronos Chris, what's up, Chrono? Commander Root, ECAG, Electrical Longboard, Feet, Garrett, Giant Beard Entity, welcome back again. Gigafrost, Jagtris, Jasper Kazai, Lycan J, Moobot, I guess, Marinda, Pekin D Fan, Questionable Results, Rocky Claire, Second Obs, U Christensen, VNK, Virgo Praz, Wasabi, Winsock, and Zwains. Thank you all so much. Dragonspear from Michigan, that's right. Thank you, Gigafrost. Thanks, everyone. Fun time today, and I will see all of you lovely folks at 4 p.m. GOG for some D&D. Until then, everyone be good to each other. Have a good night.